Hey guys, happy Saturday. So this is going to be a long-awaited video that I just needed to do. Do not mind my hair. It's yesterday's hairdo, can we tell? The kids are playing on the floor over here, so if you guys hear them, that's why. Alright, Harper, lower your voice, please. Alright, so let's get to this video because I feel like it's really, really important, especially with the situation I am in now. Shh. Okay, honey. So I'm going to be reading off of my trusty paper. I wrote down 13 things, and like I said, I'm going to be reading off my paper today. So let's enjoy this, shall we? Okay. So today we are going to talk all about that paycheck to paycheck life. I think at least, no, honey, stop, please. I think we have all done it once in our life, haven't we? Yeah, that's my life right now. Guys, I am a one-income family with bills and kids. What can I say? So, this is kind of like a little update as well. I am currently trying to get a job. I'm actually getting ready to call a couple places that I have put applications in to check the status of my application. Yeah, if you want to know more about that, let me know. Okay, so, like most Americans in this world, I have debt. I won't tell you how much. I won't tell you what's in collections, what's not in collections. I have some debt due to when I was a young person when all my bills got switched over to my name instead of my parents, and I went through a rebellious stage and wanted to be, you know, that girl that just ignored it because I didn't know what the frick collections was. So as you guys all know, when I was married and had my kids, I was actually living with my in-laws, my husband's parents. So really our financial situation wasn't the greatest, but we really had no important bills to pay. Cameron had his debt, a lot more than I have, and I had my debt, okay? Since moving out, obviously, I am now definitely living paycheck to paycheck because Will is currently the only one working and we have the kids. So life is rough. The only other income we have coming in is child support, which I only get $300 I only get $300 a month. That helps pay for the roof over my kids' head and along with their diapers and wipes. Okay. Let me tell you guys, life is tough. It's rough. We are definitely living paycheck to paycheck. No more, sissy. No, honey, he's fine. He has plenty. So I wrote down 13 ideas that I could just come up with the top of my brain to kind of help you guys know what's going to start helping us. Other than the fact that I am looking for a job. Honey, stop. No more. Sorry, guys. Okay. So number 1. Stop ignoring your debt. Write it down. Realize it. Okay. This is one of the things that was the hardest for me. I will be honest with you guys. My debt does not go over $1,000. It's not even close to $1,000, but I do have debt. Okay. I have some bills in collection. That's rough. I wrote it down. Yesterday, this is literally my life. Yesterday, I sat down and I was like, you know what? I looked at all of my debt. I realized what I had in collections, what's still there, what's affecting my credit score. And I let it sink in. And I was like, you know what? This shit needs to get paid off. There's no other way to put it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This shit needs to get paid off. So you need to stop ignoring it, though. If you have those bills and collections, as much as it sucks to look at it. Look at what you have in collections and just realize it. Number 2, write down the money that you have coming in every month versus the money that needs to go out every month. I sat down and wrote every single bill we have, every single bill that's due each month and how much the bill is worth. And then I wrote down the income that we have coming in. Because you want to see how much extra money you have a month. For us guys, there isn't any. We have no extra money. make a budget. Okay, I can't tell you guys and stress this enough on how important it is to make a budget, a monthly budget every month. It's needed, especially if you are living paycheck to paycheck. Plan for the unexpected. Set aside money. Guys, I can't tell you enough how important it is to set aside money. This is something that Will and I are still in the process of doing because it's hard to set aside money and plan for the unexpected when you are living paycheck to paycheck. Especially because we are just moving now. We have been in our apartment. It'll be a month on the 13th. Today's the 4th. It'll be a month on the 13th that we have been moving in. And literally Will and I moved in with like nothing. We relied on my family and his family to basically furnish our house. And there are still some things, like I have a list right here on top of my binder of things that we still need for the house. Like, look how long this list is. And that's just on the top of my head. There are probably things I could go around here and realize this we still need. So you want to plan for the unexpected. If you have extra money and your bills are paid for that month, put it in a savings account, because what if something goes wrong and it needs to get fixed? Or what if something happens with, your children, or something happens with you and you need that extra money? You need to plan for the unexpected, because shit happens, guys. In life, stuff is going to happen. Okay, so number 5, make sure you rebuild that fund. Okay, so say you plan for the unexpected and you have that money set aside for something, but then something happens and you need to use that money. Make sure you rebuild that. Make sure you put that money back into that account the second you get the chance to, even if you have to slowly do it, because you want to make sure you still have that money. This is a huge one for Will and I. Stop making only the minimum payments. If you have a credit card or you have just a monthly bill, stop making the minimum payments. If you can afford to put more towards that bill, put more towards that bill. One of the major things, and I'm going to use this as, I'm going to tell you guys, this is the honest to God truth. Will and I really, really want to expand our family. We want more kids. But we wanted to move out of our 3-bedroom apartment first. So we were honestly, I know we haven't even been here a month yet, but we were already thinking about not renewing our lease next year. But now the more that we think about it, we think it's actually going to be a smarter idea to renew our lease next year. For the simple fact that with income tax, we will be able to get ahead, Harper, lower your voice, ahead on our most expensive bill. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Our most expensive bill is our car payment. With our car payment and our car insurance, we pay close to $800. Yes, I said $800 a month. That's more than our rent. So, sissy, stop, please. Lower your voice. So if we can get ahead on just either like the car payment or the car insurance, or both, get ahead and pay them off for a couple months, we are going to do that. We would rather stay in our apartment another year and pay off that big bill and get ahead a couple months than get a new place. So if you can get ahead on a couple bills and stop making the minimum payment, do it. It'll save you so much money. Even if it's like your cable bill or your cell phone bill. If you have that money to get ahead a couple months, do it. Okay. This is one of my biggest things, especially with the kids, understanding wants versus your needs. I'm a typical parent that I want so much for the kids. If there's a new toy out and I'm in love with it, I want to get it for the kids. But my biggest thing is I need to understand that their wants versus their needs. They need wipes every month. They need diapers every month. Harper's potty training. She needs pull-ups. Oliver's in diapers still. He needs diapers. Sissy, can you go get that yogurt bite off Ollie's face? Can you take it off his face? Can you get it? The kids have a lot of toys, but there's still toys I want to get for them. But I have to understand that their wants come before their needs. Not even just with the kids, with Will and I. There are things that Will and I want in this world, but guess what? Our wants do not need are just wants. There are stuff that we need. So definitely prioritize. Make sure, even if you have to write down a list of your wants and then versus be like, okay, wants versus a list of your needs. If you're a woman and you get your menstrual cycle every month, hello, pads and tampons are much more of a necessity than that new makeup palette that you want. So definitely prioritize. Balancing your checkbook. Oh my gosh. Will and I don't even have checks. Harper, stop, please. We just use a debit card, but I still use a checkbook to, like, one of those, like, financial, my purse isn't down here, like, debit card. Like, I will check our account, and I'm terrible for this. I am terrible at going and, like, logging onto my account online for my bank account and then being, like, balancing it, being like, okay, yep, this money came out, this money went in, this came out, balancing it, and then starting all over again. I'm terrible at doing that. I just did it yesterday, and I balanced it, and let's just hope I stay on top of it. But make sure you balance your checkbook. Make financial goals. Basically, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? You know, what financially, where do you want to be in life? Will and I eventually want a house. We don't want to keep renting all of our lives. We would love a house. And ultimately, we would love to build our own house. That's a dream of ours. That's a financial goal for us. We want to financially be stable enough to eventually build our own house. And we're setting it that we want to do it before we're in our 30s. Early 30s, understandable, but before our 40s, for sure, we want to be in our own house and a house that we built. That's a goal for us. Set a savings goal. We have a savings, honey, stop please. We have a savings goal. We haven't talked about it yet. Me, in all honesty, I would like to keep $5,000 in our savings that we never touch. If it could go above 5,000, that'd be fantastic. But I ultimately want to make sure I keep $5,000 in the account and it never goes below. I want to make sure our savings stays at 5,000. It can go above, but never below. Oh my gosh, this one, guys. This one is, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. You guys know I'm honest with my subscribers. Is talking, not arguing about money with your significant other. Sorry if you guys can hear the mowing going on. Yep. Thanks. Will and I do not argue. If we argue, it's like a 2-second argument. We'll be silent. We won't say anything to each other, and then one of us will apologize first, and then the other will apologize, and then it's over. Will and I have gotten into a couple fights, and guess what? Majority of them stem from money. Especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're one income family currently, money is a big issue. You're constantly wondering. You're constantly like, oh my gosh, we're stressing about this. We have this bill, this bill, this bill, this bill. Oh my gosh, we don't have money, or this bill's going to be late this month because we have to pay this other bill. I know it may be hard, but try to just talk about the money situation. Do not argue because it can put a strain on your relationship, and it's not necessary. Giving into guilt. If you have kids, I don't care. My daughter's not even 3 years old yet. We will go to the store, and if she wants candy or a new toy, don't give into the guilt. If you spending time with them, and that's the way of showing them that you love them. You can't just buy them something and be like, oh, it shows them that I love them. No, that just shows them that they're spoiled and that you're giving into the guilt, and you can't do it, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. And one of my biggest things, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, is being realistic. I used to have these big goals and be like, yep, I want to do it by this time, this time, this time, this time. You cannot do that. Like, you need to be realistic. Definitely, if you're going to set goals, be realistic about them. Another thing is to make some extra money, I would recommend, you know, selling some things that you go around your house and be like, wow, you know what, we really don't need this. We have a lot of DVDs, but a lot of the DVDs that we had, we were watching over and over again for the simple fact that we didn't have cable. Now that we live in our apartment and we have cable and we have Netflix, really, well, honey. Yeah, he's mowing. A lot of the DVDs that we have literally just sit there. Do a yard sale, garage sale. If you have a Facebook, I know a lot of my Facebook, I'm in a lot of groups from around my town where these groups have like auction sites or straight sale sites where people just sell stuff around the house that they don't use, so you can buy and sell things. I'm thinking about posting today a couple things on an auction site just to get rid of them that we don't use, like a lot of the DVDs. And also, an example, if you guys have been around my channel for a long time, you guys know Christmas is my favorite time of year. I was stressing out about getting a Christmas tree this year because I was like, you know what, we might not even have the money. So I was on an auction site yesterday, and this woman was selling. She said that she's only used it for 2 years. It's a 6-foot tree, Christmas tree. She has a box and everything for it. The box at $49.99. She spent $50 on this Christmas tree, guys. I won this on an auction site for $5. Will and I are actually going to pick it up tomorrow. I literally won the Christmas tree for $5. A tree that she bought for $50, I bought for $5 from her. So I'm honestly, guys, stuff like that, like save money anywhere you can. You know, that's one of the biggest things. So if you guys want a whole video on how we're saving money, I will do that. Look up this video and let me know down below, and I will do that for you guys, because a little inside tip, I'm starting to coupon as well and stocking up on things that my family uses on a daily basis. So I hope this kind of helped you along with my wedding series, Harper No More. I will be doing a budget money saving series as well. So please like up this video, and if you want more budget friendly videos, let me know down below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.